What is going on? Welcome to Lockdown with Kabeezy. I am your host, Kabir Singh. And I'm going to be doing a cool thing where I'm going to be interviewing two people at once every few days. And I had to start this off with my two favorite people. Actually, my oldest friends, really, if you think about it, right?
Yeah. You
had to think about that before you said anything.
I know, it took me a second. Right? Sorry, what was that?
For me, 10 years, but for you guys, longer, right?
Yes, Deanna over here. Deanna, one of my favorite actresses, models, actress, right? More actress.
Yeah, I don't really model anymore.
Not even a model. She's too good for that shit. She's like, I'm done. All right, on the lines. No need for that shit. Deanna and I have known each other. And how do you pronounce your last name? I've known you for half a decade. I still can't pronounce that shit.
Well, professionally, I just say Pac, but my real last name, Phakeovilay.
Yep.
Phakeovilay.
Yeah. Oh, you nailed that. Sammy's a scholar. He went to Berkeley, so he could pronounce it. Deanna, one of my favorite people, one of the coolest, nicest people I've ever met. You've been in LA for a while. We got my boy Sammy Obeid, as you know, the other half of KO Comedy, right?
Model.
Actor, model, host, stand-up comedian. What else? That's a Zoom star, Zoom comedy owner, right? Podcast legend, Sammy Obeid, and I know it's quarantine time, so like I always thought it'd be kind of fun to interview people, trying to get the feel for stuff. I know, Deanna, you're from the Bay Area originally, right? D, that's where we met, in the Bay.
Right. I grew up in Oakland. My family still lives in San Leandro, by the way. But I've been to LA for a minute, though.
You've been there for a while. For some of you guys don't know, so this is how D and I met. Sammy, you're gonna love this. We were both cruising Craigslist, not like that, but we were cruising Craigslist in the old school gigs. You know, like the gigs where we're looking for work.
Yeah.
Like acting or just anything like that.
Yeah.
We're both cruising for. How'd you find it? So anyway, long story short. Yeah, babe, we were, right? We were trying to get these acting going on like 10, 12 years ago where we wanted to just get some practice. We meet this production company called Bay Media 101.
Bay
Meta?
Bay 51?
Yes.
No, it's not Bay, but it was. Do you remember those guys? Sammy?
Bay 51, they recorded.
I think one of them finally unfollowed me. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, they were.
Like recently. I was like, oh, okay.
You know who they are because they taped our first special at Purple Onion.
Yes, they taped our first special. They did our sketch series. Exactly. They did a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Bay 51, yeah.
We met them through Craigslist. They were doing a show, a web series called Quarter Life Crisis.
I think we still owe them some money.
We hella probably do owe them some money.
But you know, when you think about it, like we came off like the first little clip we shot, we were series regular already. You know?
That's right. They built the whole thing around us immediately. They're like, wow, these guys can actually say the words into the camera. These are not the people that we've been auditioning on fucking Craigslist. But we did it. We spent a lot of time together too. We must have done. How long were we on set? Those things were grueling.
Wasn't it like 10 episodes or something crazy like that?
Dude, we did 10 episodes. We were doing 12-hour days.
Right.
It was nuts.
Nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. And then we thought we were.
Nothing?
No, I don't think we weren't getting paid shit. We were getting lunch.
You
got lunch.
We barely got 8 minutes of fire clip. We couldn't even. So much unusual shit, Sammy. I was all like, wow, I can't act at all. Better stick to stand-up. But we spent a lot of time doing that. And did you remember the final product when you finally saw it? It was weird. I don't want to shit on it because hopefully they're not watching it, but it was an interesting.
Oh, I think you showed me that actually.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I remember that now.
buddy, if you've seen it, you remember it.
Yeah, I remember that. It was
It was what it was.
You guys were series regulars for sure.
Yeah. But Deanna, once you did that, like, was that your first acting project?
That was my first. I think I had done like a student short before that. Another student short, I guess. But that was my first like series, if you want to call it that.
I'll call it a series, goddammit.
I mean,
it was nothing else. I'm calling it a goddamn series.
I mean, we did it, so yeah, it was fun though. I mean,
but right when you were done with that, you decided to just haul ass to LA, right? I mean, you were barely in the Bay for like another year or so.
I can't remember. Did I? I might have been in the Bay for at least another 6 months or so.
That's it. And she was out. She was like, I'm moving to LA. I'm gonna get this shit going. And you've been there since, which is gangster. And then Sammy and I, we've known each other from freaking high school. This guy was my favorite. He was my biggest fan in high school, from what I remember.
That's not true at all. But yeah, no, we definitely go back.
Yeah, and then when we started, Sammy and I basically, he saw me at City Beach. You trapped me into doing a comedy show at Mission Pizza, and after that, it's been over.
Actually, I think you begged to do it, but yeah, that's.
My show, Sammy. All right, we don't need to do specifics.
I know you've put some jabs on Sammy. Do you feel like he's better now?
Who, Sammy? Sammy's the GOAT. Sammy's the GOAT. Yeah, no, I only jab him out of love. And he gives it back behind closed doors, though. But you don't hear the shit that he tells me on text. I do it for funny to make people laugh. This guy's really talking shit on the phone. This is fucking hurtful. I just woke up. But it is interesting. And then, Sammy, you went up to LA. So I guess my question is, I was only in LA for, I don't know. I was on and off for a while. I hated it. I just loved the Bay Area. And I also wanted to get really good at stand-up, which was my goal because I didn't want to. But you guys, I mean, when you went to LA, first thing you did, Sammy, did you take any acting classes or anything like that? Or was that what did you do? Right,
I did, yeah.
Because we were just hanging out. What were you doing exactly? What was your first acting class you took?
I went to Leslie Kahn, the place that I referred you to.
Oh my gosh, that's my place.
Yeah, that's a spot too.
You go to Kahn still? I mean, not right now.
No. I actually stopped for sometime last year, but I was taking on and off the on-camera
ongoing.
But yeah, and I did a little bit of ongoing. But no, I stopped for a minute already and was just doing coaching. But it actually that was the first studio that helped me get network TV.
Right. For some of you guys that don't know what that is, that's basically one of the most popular classes in LA to learn from. Right?
Yeah, they're legit.
So that was the first thing you did, and did they help you get auditions and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, my first audition I ever went out on, I got through Leslie. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Yeah.
And indeed, you've been basically just focusing on acting for Jesus Christ for 10 years.
I mean, no, let's not. We don't have to talk about it.
She hates talking about it.
We don't have to talk about how long it's been enough.
Yeah, I know it's weird. People sometimes will number shame you and shit like that, which makes no sense because people do not understand.
No, it's for real. It's you've been here. Anytime it's more than 3 years, they're oh, you're not a network series regular yet. People that don't understand, they're just wow, you've been there for a while. It's you could feel it when they're shaming you.
It really goes right into the heart. It's just say it, all right? Just say it.
Just say it,
So you haven't done shit yet? Okay. I've done stuff, sir. There's no need to, all right? Why don't you just... I think that's the same thing with stand-up comedy, too. It's I think we get a lot of that shit in the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Comedy Central thing, that was the first thing where you still haven't been on Comedy Central?
Oh yeah, that's luckily I got on Comedy Central really early, and then they say you're not going back on Comedy Central. That's the next thing they say. You did Comedy Central year 4, and you haven't been back for 6 years. I'm all right, whatever, dick. Getting on Comedy Central is easy. Getting back is hard. That's the second part. But it is weird though. So Sammy, how do you feel? I know now that we're in quarantine, a lot of people are doing. We've lost all of our shows and, stuff like that. But how do you feel about, these guys that are going on, TikTok? Are you a big fan of TikTok? Deanna, you're on TikTok. Do you guys watch your shit?
I am, but I'm not that great at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I post here and there.
Yeah, TikTok is have you seen this, Sammy? Have you done this TikTok shit?
I'm on TikTok, yeah.
You're both on TikTok?
Yeah.
How long have you been on TikTok yet?
This since
20 years.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I haven't heard of either one of you on TikTok. It's been that long on TikTok. No, I watch that shit all the time. How is that different from Instagram and shit like that? Is it helping you guys out? Or Sammy,
it's more like music related, and you can edit different shit through the app. But I mean, Instagram is more like a profile. TikTok is fun videos, and it's really fast. So it's kind of it's entertaining, but at the same time, it's if casting or whatever looks at your page, they're gonna look more at your Instagram and what you have going on, and,
rather than TikTok.
That's more, even though Instagram is still social media, it's kind of become more this is your website, your profile. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean the videos can only be 1 minute long, and all of your followers are under 10.
Huh? Oh, right.
Under 10, right? That's
10 years old.
It's funny. My first video I posted, it didn't really go viral. It got 40,000 views, but I was just oh shit, let me start doing it again. And after that, none of the other ones got views. So I was
no. Man, people always ask what is viral now? Is viral 30 million or some shit like that? Because that's gotta be.
I don't even know.
All relative, yeah.
These TikTok views are they're crazy. I saw one guy had a billion. A billion.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
With a B.
Well, supposedly China owns TikTok. there's that.
Yeah. Would you do you recommend other artists and stuff like that that are on our boat to do stuff like that, or do you think they should just focus and just get shit done?
I mean, I say why not? Just like throw some video, like you post videos on Instagram anyways. Maybe like cut it shorter and put it on TikTok, whatever. Just so you have something. But I don't like put a lot of energy into it.
Our bits, I mean, my shit could be done in a minute, but Sammy's bits are like literally it's 48 minutes, and you need a fucking calculator. TikTok is not gonna be.
No, I got bits on TikTok though. You just gotta chop them up.
You gotta chop them up. They do well, decent.
Yeah.
Dude, a lot of our
I would just do like 3 sentences of your joke, and then that's it.
Yeah. That's a good thing about my shitty jokes. You really only need 3 seconds. This is what my mom sounds like. Next, this guy's a fucking genius.
A whole minute?
Yeah, no, that's great though. And I know Sammy, you've been killing it, right? You're hosting a show on. Well, you already hosted the show. It's already on. It's on Netflix called 100 Humans.
Yeah,
100 Humans, right?
100 Humans.
You shot that 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then it came out
almost,
like so. Sorry.
Yeah, almost 2 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so what was it like waiting for that shit to come out? Because I knew you talked about it like on the DL with me once in a while. You're like, I don't know when this shit's coming out, but it's gonna come out. And I was like, I hope it doesn't, But it's like, I hope they scrap it. But no, it's really like, man. What was it like waiting for that long? Did it suck or like what was that?
Yeah, like you just don't know. Like you just don't know what's gonna happen. And I ran into people who were on it who were telling me that like. Because like a lot of the people on it were like comics, so I ran into a guy at open mic, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, heard this show's not coming out."
Oh, bullshit!
Like,
one of the hosts or somebody that was on it?
No, not one of the hosts. Like one of the humans.
Oh yeah.
And he was just like, "Yeah, dude, I heard from a producer that it's not going to happen." And that's like the last place you want to find out that your show got canceled is that open mic.
Yeah, an open mic, right? Some dick.
Yeah.
And he didn't hear shit either, too. Yeah. But it was cool. So do you think it was weird that it came out during quarantine? Like, do you think that kind of sucks because people can't watch that and immediately come see your shows? Or do you think it was cool that it came out in the quarantine because people didn't have shit else but to watch that show?
I mean, it's bittersweet, like it kind of worked out in the way that, people are like at home, they got to watch it. But at the same time, who knows if things were normal, would people be like more focused on it, or like, would we be renewed for another season because shit's just crazy right now, So
yeah, I have a feeling. I think it's gonna get renewed for sure, actually, because you got good heat from it afterwards. It was trending top 10, right?
We were top 10 for a few weeks, and
so that's gotta mean fucking something, right? I mean, if your show is trending top 10 out of all of the shit on Netflix, you would assume that you probably did next season.
There's a lot of shit on Netflix.
Yeah, there's way too much shit on Netflix. I got lost in Netflix last week, and I'm just like, what is this shit? But that's great, man. That's cool. And in D, have you guys auditioned anything on Zoom yet? Because I know I had 2 auditions both on Zoom and miserably failed both.
I've done Skype, but not Zoom. No. You
guys haven't done like so I had a general on Monday, and I had to do a Zoom thing with 3 other people. It is weird, dude. Like, especially for comedians, and you guys know me, like, I need to be in the room, bouncing off the walls. But I'm over here, like, just, like, yelling and way too close. And be like, yeah, everything's going good. I can just tell by both of them. It's like, please step back and stop spitting on the screen. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. But it is very awkward. Yeah, exactly. I would much rather pre-tape an audition any day than do it on Zoom. But, okay, so I know the quarantine's going, and it sucks. But what do you think is going to be like afterwards? Like, Sammy, do you think our shows are going to go back to normal? Is it going to take a while, or what are your thoughts?
No, man. Soonest comedy clubs are going to open is August, and even that's not guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Like, first of all, it could last longer, and secondly, when it opens up, if the places are like half full, quarter full, a lot of places are going to shut down. It's going to be done. It's going to be game over. So. Yeah. Like, there's no guarantees. I'm not hoping for that, but I'm just not banking on anything right now,
And what about you, D, for auditions? And
I mean, auditions, if it's like something for a small production, it's fine. Probably they're going to come back sooner, but like all the major TV shows and movies, studio movies, they have a huge crew, there's no way. And you can't social distance on those sets. Like, I mean, you can a little bit, maybe put on a mask, but like, and then if you're an actor, you can't wear a fucking mask unless it's part of the script. So like,
yeah.
So you literally like, and then you have to engage with people. So like, just like, there's no social distancing that's gonna be happening. So I know Marvel's at the earliest they would start shooting stuff is like mid or late summer, but even then, that's probably
mid or late summer. Wow.
And then we just got the order for LA. It was like, oh, most likely it's gonna be shelter in place for like another 3 months, and it's just like, oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna move to Georgia. Fuck this shit.
I know. Well, Georgia, yeah. I actually just got booked for a comedy club in Tucson. That's gonna be in like end of July. Arizona's lifting their shit up. I don't know if I want to be the first motherfucker there in July, but you know, I'm gonna do it anyway, and because I just want to get back on stage. This sucks. But I guess my other question would be like, so, you know, when this is over, I mean, everybody's gonna have to do their own shit and stuff like that. But do you think these Zoom shows are still gonna be happening, like Zoom comedy and any kind of like these meetings? I mean, I was watching SNL and they did the whole Zoom skit. Did you watch SNL last week or something like that?
Oh, I haven't watched the Zoom stuff. No.
They did a whole episode just through Zoom and shit like that, which was pretty decent.
That's pretty dope.
But I guess my real question is, when the comedy clubs open or when movies are open again, don't you think it's going to be like a massive rush to these venues?
At least it's probably going to be like next year or something. That sounds so terrible. But
I hope not. I say we just start. I think we should just start doing our shows on sidewalks and shit, and just do that shit. But yeah, man. I mean, do you think this is an overreaction by society right now, or do you think it's like? Sammy, you should ask 100 humans, like how many
how many will get affected if we meet up?
100 people, see how many people get affected. But I mean, do you think like this whole shit right now, do you think it's I know it's helping and controlling it, but do you think it was, it's a little like crazy? Do you think they could, you know, maybe loosen up a little bit over the next couple months, or what are your thoughts?
I don't think it's an overreaction. I mean, I think it's an overreaction if you don't really value a single life. But if you're trying to save every life possible and you're trying to avoid any kind of like hospital overfill, it was not an overreaction.
Right.
But if you're like, hey, a couple people can die, that's fine, then it is an overreaction. It just depends on your value system.
And what are yours?
Oh, me?
I asked you directly. I didn't ask because I'm number 2. You know who I am. The people already know what I'm thinking, so they don't need to ask me. If they die, they die.
I'm pretty balanced. Like, I think the quarantine shelter in place, whatever, is a good thing to help control it and everything. But at a certain point, I feel like, okay, where do we draw the line? I know some states are opening, and I still feel like some of them it's too soon. But it's like, where do we draw the line at one point where people are like starving, whatnot? And eventually, unemployment is going to run out. Eventually.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, you know, for now, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm getting this unemployment. I'm good for now, but like after the CARES Act is done.
Yeah, I mean, it might. Yeah, it's gonna be fucked up. But what about your stimulus check? Did anybody get a stimulus check?
I got mine.
You got yours?
We don't have to talk about that. You
didn't get your shit, did you? Too much shady business. Deanna's doing too much shady business. You know, like they can't even track my shit. I saw that. I forgot we talked about it. He's like, I don't even understand. I'm not even in the fucking system. I'm like, oh shit.
Don't tell on yourselves. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. Sammy, you got yours?
I got mine, yeah.
Did you file taxes? I know your ass made more than $100,000. I mean, I mean,
we all did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting shit. I stole my mom's stimulus check.
And then, like, if you have, like, a lot of 1099s, I think it depends, too. I mean, I have W-2s and 1099s, but.
Yeah, I think I did some shady shit with my taxes. How much did you get, though? I know just colleges alone. I mean, you should have made, like, I don't know what I qualified for because I just assumed I wasn't going to get it. My mom got hers. I stole that from her Social Security account. We have a joint account. And I was like,
no, if you're above 6 figures, you still get a stimulus check. You just get less.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
right.
$600, right?
Well, if it's like a 99, under 99, right? It's like you get like a few $100 or something if you're like right under 99.
Yeah,
oh, really? I got 1,000. I think my income. I mean, I don't know how we ran the numbers or whatever. If we did like got a bunch of costs, but somewhere between 60 and 80 probably, and I got 1,000.
Oh yeah, man.
And you know, some people, if they made a lot more money last year, they purposely didn't file 2019 and waited to get the stimulus from 2018.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm like hella stupid. I don't even think about shit like that. And also, it was only 2 years I actually filed my taxes too. I literally fucked myself. I keep telling the truth the 1 year, and they're all like, no. But it is interesting. I was like, why did I do that? But you know, I hope everyone does get through this, you know, fast. But you know, it is crazy though. I mean, it is what it is. But hopefully, it all work out. And Sammy, is there anything you want to add? You want to tell everybody to watch your show? It's still streaming. It's not. Let's get it back trending again.
Yeah, you still have time. Check it out. 100 Humans on Netflix.
And Sammy and I have a virtual comedy club every week, Thursday through Sunday.
Friday through Sunday.
Yep. We have monster shows every weekend at Sammy's. Really good shows, by the way.
So good.
These comics are complaining about these Zoom shows. What do you have to say about comics that are too scared to do Zoom shows?
They're gonna cave. They're gonna cave, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta adapt or die, right?
Yeah, like I think a lot of comics thought comedy was coming back at the end of May, and I think now reality's kicking in. And at this point, you don't do Zoom shows. You're not doing stand-up comedy for a long time.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adopt or die, as Deanna says.
Adopt or die.
Some people are adopting and dying.
Go to the orphanage or fucking die, dude.
Yeah. Adopt or die, homie. What a harsh thing to yell at comedians. Adopt or die, bro. It's like, I'm just a little kid. Adopt or die, fool. All right, well, just can I watch the show? Adopt or die, homie.
That's what they do in those infomercials now for the third world kids. Adopt or die, motherfucker.
2 choices. Jeez, that's hilarious. And D, you are working on a project right now. You're writing a book, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm writing a how-to book on, how to get started in acting, building your brand, and all that stuff. Yeah. Nice. I mean, I finished it. I'm gonna go through it a few more times, but it's gonna be an ebook primarily, but I'll probably have printed versions too. Doing that right now, but I've also been creating my own content and things like that. But
yeah, you've been killing it. I've been seeing your stuff. You've been killing it. It's been great.
Yeah, we like the movie, the house party movie.
The what?
Did you have a house party? Yeah, the house party.
Oh, the club thing. Yeah. That was fun. But after a while, all those people, they went in quarantine. And were like, yeah. You're like, yeah. It's time to do that.
And you know when that book's coming out?
No. See, this is the thing is that I'm not sure because I know someone who writes these books and he's given me a lot of advice. But I'm like, I don't know how I should bring it out because if they buy it now when quarantine's still in effect, they can't do any of the advice that I'm telling them to do.
Oh yeah.
So it's just go take classes. This is how you do your headshots. This is what you should do when you try to get SAG eligibility. It's can't do any of that shit right now.
That's true. I didn't think about that actually.
So I'm they're just gonna read it and be like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do whenever life opens back up. Maybe next year. Okay. Well, it was a nice read. Thanks.
Yeah, that is weird. And are both you guys, by the way, are both of you guys single? Are you single, Sammy? You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
You're single?
Yes.
Deanna's single. How is it? Are you guys
even romantically?
Are you guys even trying to romantic? Are you single, D?
I mean, I guess.
That's a terrible answer on so many levels. Whoever's watching this too, you're like, that's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
It's a maybe. I mean, I guess. All right. What's out the Rona? She's losing her mind. Is there any dating tips for people that are single right now?
I mean, focus on your shit. Why are you worried about dating right now? But I don't know. That's just my.
There's no shit to focus on right now is the problem. I feel like it's the opposite. Sammy, do you have any dating tips, or have you been? You haven't. I mean, what can you do? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
No, you can't, dude. You can't. Even if you go on the dating apps, they're just whatever you do, don't meet up with these people. Don't meet up in all caps on Bumble. Do not meet up with these people. If they want to talk to you, check them out. Come on.
Waddle's hilarious.
I love how he knows all the exact terms. He's like, well, you got Bumble, Tinder.
Oh my gosh! So I have a story. So one of my friends, he's on a dating app, and he wants to meet with this girl. She was like, well, I don't know if you have the Rona. So he literally went to take, because you can take it in California. He went to take the Corona test so he can have his papers.
Are you kidding me? That's a new level of thirsty right there. That's a new level. Just walking in there.
I mean, he wanted it for just to be relieved in general, but that was a nice plus. You're like, oh look. But then the thing is, you have your papers, and if we have to do that for work, it's okay, but we just came in contact with everybody else,
True.
And those Corona tests, they don't test for AIDS or herpes or nothing like that.
Yeah. I love how that's all he got tested for.
Yeah.
Would you like any more tests? Just the Rona.
That's all she cares about. Come on.
I want results on one piece of paper for this and the rest on that one. Throw that one away. But yeah, man, it is kind of crazy. But yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are doing well. I really appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to check in. We should do this again. We'll just come on, check in the future and stuff like that. I do appreciate you coming out. Well, not coming out. but I appreciate you guys taking the time and doing the show. And again, Sammy, if there's anything
Oh,
you
our
want to plug,
socials.
social media.
Our socials.
I actually feel like this is actually really fun. I like this. This is way better than interviewing one person, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. No, so we got to give everybody our social media.
Socials.
Yeah, that's right. Sammy, you go ahead and
TikTok.
do your social. What do you want to
I'm
talk
on TikTok. Sammy Obeid on TikTok, on IG, TikTok, IG, Snapchat, and OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans, really?
Wait, how much is your monthly subscription though?
I'm not on OnlyFans. I might actually start one for our show though. I was thinking about it.
KO Comedy?
Yeah. I was thinking about starting a KO Comedy only as like a joke.
That would be pretty good, OnlyFans.
You should.
Yeah. Are you on OnlyFans, Deanna?
Halfway through the show, be like, this is what they paid for, Sammy. We're getting a lot of returns. I don't think they get it. Deanna, what about yourself? Plug your social media. I know you're doing a lot of stuff on it.
Everything is Deanna Pak, DeannaPak. So that should cover all of them. But yeah, I'm on pretty much everything. I'm not really on Snapchat. I'm just like whatever. I mean, I have one. I just don't use it. So
you gotta get that premium Snapchat.
Oh, they still do that? I think they kind of slowed down after the OnlyFans. I don't know personally. Sorry. After the OnlyFans thing, I think no one's been talking about it anymore.
Yeah. Premium chat has been taken over by, I think, OnlyFans. I think that's what happened. Again, these are things I'm hearing and reading. But yeah, no, it is great though. I do love you guys. You guys are my two favorite people actually in the industry by far. And I will check in with you guys. Let's all check in again next week and just shoot the shit for a little bit.
All right, cool.
Sounds good, man.
All right, this has been a very special episode of Lockdown with Kabeezy. Mad love, Sammy, Deanna. Always a pleasure. You look lovely like usual. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Hey, bye.
Right. Good seeing you guys.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Stop.